Do you enjoy a cycle along our country roads? Well, did you know that there was 5 cyclists killed in 2013 and this increased to 12 in 2014? And there's also been a 59% increase in injuries to cyclists on our roads. We met Phil Skelton, who is spearheading a campaign to make the roads safer.
The road belongs to all users. Nobody has more right to the road than anyone else. There are many potential obstacles apparent to a cyclist that may not be seen by a motorist.
Phil, you're lobbying for a new campaign for cyclists. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, my name is Phil Skelton and I run the Staying Alive at 1.5 campaign. It's a campaign to pursue the adoption of a law that requires motorists to give cyclists 1.5 metres when passing from the rear, in line with what other jurisdictions have done. On the rules of the road, it states that you should give a cyclist extra space when overtaken. To me, this is ambiguous. It doesn't provide clarity to the motorist how to overtake a cyclist properly or carefully, and it furthermore doesn't provide safety for the cyclist within that interaction. So what other countries have done around this, they've clarified what this extra space is. In 24 now of the US states, it's 3 feet or 4 feet depending on the jurisdiction, and in lots of states around Europe, well that's, countries around Europe I should say, it's 1.5 metres or 1 metre depending on the jurisdiction and speed limit.
So you must be a cyclist yourself, are you?
I am indeed, yeah. Well, I don't know if I call myself a cyclist, but I started cycling about 5 years ago when I was putting on a bit of a tummy and decided I'd do something trying to keep down the weight. So I started cycling and found it to be a lovely activity to be doing. You can see so many cyclists out there on the road at the moment, so it's obviously good. I became kind of aware of a lot of dangers, inherent dangers of cycling from speaking to other people that I was cycling with, and there was 2 deaths then on Wexford roads over a 9-month period. And that kind of raised my antennae, let's say, a little bit higher, and I was hit myself on the elbow by an overtaking car. That was enough to make me lose control of the bike and end up in the ditch. Thankfully, not a worse outcome. So rather than give up an activity I love doing, I did some research, see what other countries had done about this particular problem, and what they have done is define this overtaken space, and there's some good results of it. One I've been following because I lived in Australia for 10 years. There's a gentleman called Dave Sharp from Safe Cycling Australia. He'd helped me set up. They introduced safe overtaking laws there in order to try and reduce their fatality rate, and they've seen some fantastic results there so far.
Cyclists and tractors typically travel at similar speeds on the road. When overtaking a cyclist, the same care and respect should be given as when overtaking a tractor. And always remember, please allow 1.5 metres between your vehicle and the cyclist when overtaking. The risk of serious injury is far too great. Respect the road. It belongs to us all.
The campaign has a couple of different prongs in that I lobby politicians to have there's a safety element to it. The major component of this is safety, because it's not about having our Gardaí running around with measuring tape, making sure that guys aren't passing too closely. It's not about that. It's about awareness is what this is, providing clarity. But within the safety part of it, I interact with the Road Safety Authority a fair bit, and also Wexford County Council have been absolutely fantastic with promoting its safety message as well. During Bike Week last year, they had 16 signs placed right throughout the county with that clear 1.5 metre message on there. I think they have a fleet of 40 vans, council vans, that they have the 1.5 metre logo on the back of them all. This is done through Wexford. We're lucky to have a cycling officer called Frank Burke, who's fantastic with engaging with the safety element of it.
Okay, so can I ask you, where can people see the videos? Because I think after tonight's episode you'll get a few more views.
I hope so, yeah. They're on the Facebook page of Staying Alive at 1.5. You can see them there. They will also be up on the Staying Alive at 1.5's website, which is www.safecyclingireland.org. And while they're on there, they can click a little link that says online petition if they want to help out the campaign. It's an online petition to lobby our state government, or government rather, to implement this as law. The first signatory to it was Sean Kelly in November. That was done up in
Sean Kelly, that's fantastic.
Yes,
Well done.
the Sean Kelly, yeah, he was very good. We went up and I explained to him what I was doing, and he was very happy to sign.
What a wonderful initiative that is, and we're delighted to see the local authorities getting behind it. I'm sure we'll hear lots more about it.